extra towel. I drip dry.
She drip dry.
Welcome to the Drip Dry Podcast, where we let it all hang out. I'm your girl, Jasmine Christine.
I'm Faith Marie.
And I am Maya Monet.
And we are three best friends, women of color, and we just love to share our life in our 30s with you guys. So thanks for watching. This episode, it is Faith's turn to give us a little dranky drank.
Yes, our dranky drank is the Z. Alexander Brown Uncaged Red Blend. It is so good. I think it's my favorite wine.
Mm.
Who got you
think.
hip to that one?
I think.
You did, girl. Yes. It's the Zach Brown from the Zach Brown Band, I believe. This is his wine. And it is so good.
It's good. I drink it all the time.
Yeah, and it's like a strong red blend, but it's very flavorful. I really like it.
She love a good dranky drink, so cheers. Cheers to another episode.
Cheers.
So, let's scooch this on down.
Okay, scooch it down.
Mustard.
Mustard. Move down, move down, move down.
So this episode is about girl code, and I feel like we've all encountered part of girl code at some point in time, whether it be with your sisters, with your cousins, your friends. Yes. So I definitely want to go through at least like the definition of girl code, because I feel like girl code means different meanings to everybody, but just like the definition of girl code is like the rules of being a woman. Just the rules.
What's your code?
And I feel like some people's codes are like extreme, where you're like, girl, we don't got to do all of that. And then some people are like, okay, no, this is a must for like just being a woman in general.
That's when it comes to high maintenance friends and low maintenance friends.
Come on, maintenance.
I can see
High
that.
maintenance.
It's the maintenance for me.
Friends. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. I feel like you got
Friendships
that
are like
high
relationships.
maintenance.
Like, whether people want to admit it or not,
Yeah.
it's a form of a relationship. If
Absolutely.
you lose a good girlfriend, it's like a breakup.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
Harsh.
almost 10 times worse.
It's
Like,
almost worse.
Harsh
just
breakup.
leave me alone. If your
Because there are
friend come in
certain
and
things
like,
that
"What's
you
wrong?"
told
Leave me
that
alone.
friend that you would not
We're
tell
not friends no more.
your significant other.
Yes.
There are several secrets that you two bitches know
I'm going to the grave with
that I would never
grave.
tell my man. It's just not happening. So if I were to lose a best friend, like God forbid, I've never lost an actual like best friend, like dying. I've never lost a best friend like that. But to me, that is like, that's like losing a parent
I've lost
almost.
a boyfriend
Like,
that
what
way,
the
but I've never
hell?
lost a best friend that way. Like,
Yeah.
dying. I've lost a boyfriend. Like, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But I've
That's
not.
terrible.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was terrible until I was at the funeral and I realized it was other bitches at the funeral that felt the same way I did. Them tears dried up real fast.
Hmm.
Oh.
I was like,
I remember that.
Ah!
That was rough.
I don't remember that.
That was rough.
yeah, I was in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Until we got to the repast. And I was like, oh, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck you was doing?
Oh.
Yeah.
Tears dried up real fast.
Would you say a girl code is that though?
What?
Like if you know you're dating a guy
He did
and
something.
there's another girl, like is it girl code to tell her?
It ain't no girl code, bitch. It's either my man or it ain't.
So you don't think you need to tell her?
I'm gonna tell you. Fuck a girl code. I'm gonna tell you because it was my man.
If I already don't have a relationship with that girl, it's not my responsibility. In my opinion.
It's not
So
my
it's not
responsibility.
a girl code to
That
you to
girl
be
code
like,
is not
let me say
mine.
something to her.
Excuse me. We got the same. I'm doing a Brandy and Monica. Only thing is, at the end of the song, I'm gone.
Lord.
I need you to know. Why you think he your man?
Are you talking
I don't think
about
I
if,
would.
if the
My man.
other girl did not know about you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I
don't
am.
know.
I'm a girl.
I don't know if
Because
I
how are
would
you
say
supposed to know if they
anything.
don't know about you
I'm
or
a
not?
girl's girl.
Right.
Half the time they don't. Niggas, you know the
Okay, but this is the thing. So like, say like you're in a relationship with a guy, but then you find out like,
he had a girlfriend.
let's
the whole
say
time.
let's say he was married.
Oh no.
So say, okay, for me, for instance, like obviously I'm the single person at the table, and I started dating a guy,
And you
but
found
he
out
was actually
bitch.
married. Like, so no, there were no clues that gave away. Like when I started talking to him, like no, this to me this looks like a single guy,
Yeah.
and I find out he's married. Is it girl code for me to say something to his wife?
No. 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 No.
I feel like
No.
it gets
That's not your
real
responsibility.
messy.
No, that is not your responsibility. I will beat his ass. That's girl code. I will beat his ass. You fucking come in here and you're married messing with my friend, I will beat your motherfucking ass.
She ready.
Is it
She
our
ready to
responsibility to tell the wife?
There
Nope.
it is.
She can
Yeah,
figure
no,
that
I
out on
wouldn't.
her own. That is
She
not
beat your
my fucking
motherfucking
girl
ass.
code.
And red
Fuck
flags.
you,
Last
fuck your
episode,
husband.
she fucking knew.
Last episode.
Last episode, she
She
motherfucking
knew.
She
fucking
seen the
knew.
red
She
flags.
found the red flags. You know, I don't think I would.
Even if he
alone.
wasn't married.
If he
No.
was,
Just
no,
in
if
another
he
relationship.
had another girlfriend and like a baby mama, and she didn't know, and he was fuck, I would probably say something. If they're married, I'm just finna leave you alone. No, I don't
Yeah,
want
I would
nothing.
leave
I don't want
immediately.
nothing y'all got going. Whatever
Nope.
y'all do in y'all marriage, I
No.
don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
If it's a girlfriend or a baby mama, and you, okay, cool.
My ex was
Yeah,
with
no,
another
that-
girl in the church, and she didn't take it upon herself to worry
That's
about
different.
girl code.
You wasn't a wife. You was a girl. I would have
It
told.
doesn't matter.
No, I would have told you. If I'm a girlfriend or he got a girlfriend or a baby mama, I'm telling you. But
Honestly,
if
if
y'all
you're
married,
still, if you were just a girlfriend and he just had a girlfriend and you still do that, what makes
she
you think
knew
that
you
if
was
you're
his.
married?
She knew he was your girlfriend though. That's the difference.
Yeah,
She knew y'all was together.
yeah.
So, bitch, the same grave you dug for me, prepare to dig it for yourself. Cause he's gonna cheat again.
And that sucks.
You
for
get him how you lose. I mean, you lose him how you get him.
Correct.
If you got him by cheating and sleeping and making deals with the devil,
Hey.
same way you gonna lose him, baby.
I
I've
tell
never
you, that's
walked up to
facts.
her and been like, "Hey, by the way, we were together and he cheated on
She
me to
know.
be with you." She knows.
Right,
ain't gotta
that's
say
that's
that.
a somebody that knows. But
Bitch, you
if they
knew.
didn't know, would you tell them?
No, it's not
I
my
would.
responsibility.
I'm saying, hey,
If you're not
I
my
don't think I
friend
would.
before, it's
I'ma-
not my
I ain't
responsibility
even
to
gotta
say
be your
that for
friend.
you.
I'ma sleep you in
Ooh,
the
Fuck you.
okay, wait. Okay, so you're out, right? Let's say you go to dinner. Let's say you and Elijah go to dinner, and the guy that I'm talking to is out with another
I
girl.
would tell you immediately. I would call you at the table. Bitch, what the fuck is
No,
this?
I'm taking screenshots first, and I'm immediately sending the screenshots.
She
And
said,
then
"I
I'm
need
calling.
CIA moment.
And
I
then
need
I'm
to
calling.
get footage."
No.
So
I
you
got
immediately
time.
tell.
I'm immediately tell you.
No, because he might try to get up and flee. I need before he sees
She
me.
want footage, so
Call-
she could be like, "No, what is this?"
I can see that. I can see
And
that.
then I'm
before he
immediately
flees.
calling you right after that.
Yeah.
Did you see this picture I just sent you?
Okay.
You
Cause
see
he gonna
this?
lie.
I can see that.
Cause he gonna lie.
The point is, we're good friends because we're gonna tell you immediately. We're not gonna hide that shit. We're not
see,
gonna hide that.
I've-
I sent pictures. I'm walking up to his ass.
I've heard some
Hello?
girls be like, "I don't want to get into your relationship. They shouldn't hear it from me. They should hear it from their,
Fuck
guy."
that.
But sometimes people want to shoot the messenger.
Right, and they'll be like, "You're just jealous."
I would
That
take
part
the
I've
hit.
never
I would take the
understood. I've never understood that. To why, to me, in that point, then I wouldn't consider you a friend if I were to even think that. Like,
Right.
think that you would lie about something that you saw.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then we're not friends like that, because why would you even lie to me about something? So then I'm like, whoever you messing with is not really a friend if you would even think for a second that they would lie about something like that. But yeah, I feel like that's girl code. You see your friend's man doing something he's
see
not supposed to
something, I
I
do
want you
Say
guys to
something.
tell me immediately.
to,
Baby, already
but I
told
am
you
that
what I'm
person.
doing.
I will make sure I have proof.
Before
So
I
there's
can see
so
that,
there's
I can
also
see
no
that.
doubt in your mind that you're like, well, maybe it was a friend from
I'm
their
gonna-
job.
I'ma
Maybe
catch-
it
I'ma
was
catch
a.
that. I'ma
I'll
catch
be like,
them
no,
holding hands.
this
I'ma
is
catch some steamy shit. I'ma
this
catch
is
my
what I
car like
saw.
she just-
Yeah.
I'm sending
Yeah.
it, bitch.
Yeah. Facts. Facts.
You thought you was gonna get my sister? Not today, bitch. We taking everything,
We taking everything.
including that bitch stale ass weave. We out of here.
Stale as weave. Lord help.
Facts. is when you go to talk about girl code as like they're girl strangers. I will always check your period blood. I will always check your tampons. If you need a tampon, I will be there for you. When it comes to like relationships, if I don't know you, that's not my responsibility.
That's kind of different.
Okay.
I will fuck you up.
Oh.
I will fuck you up.
She said it's
I
a
don't care
real
if you're a
hard
woman.
line.
If okay, so say the girl that was with my man when he cheated on me, if I found out later he cheated on that girl, never once in my life would I be like, maybe I should reach out to her.
Hell
Because
no,
she
bitch.
really knows
No.
how I feel.
You get them how you lose them.
No.
Bye bye.
I mean, you lose them how you
Fucking
get 'em.
sucks, don't
Same
it?
thing.
Don't
Yeah,
it? Yeah,
woman.
your life's
Yeah.
ruined and
You
you have a
lose them
kid.
how
That
you
sucks.
get them. When
Oh
you
my
dig
God.
one ditch for me, make sure you dig
Fuck
one for
you.
your motherfucking self.
Nah,
The
I
same
wouldn't
thing he
reach
did
out.
to me, he's gonna do to you. Ask Tori Spelling 5 kids later.
Oh Lord.
Okay, if you can create your own girl code rule, what would it be?
If I could create my own girl code rule. Honestly, I feel like it would be, and I don't even know if this is like a girl code, but I feel like when women are on their cycle, you should not have to work. You should not have to work, feed other people. You should be able to seclude yourself in a room with all the things that you need and not have to do life. I feel like that's
there
just
should
a
be
like
retreat that we can go to.
I just feel like we should have time off.
Where
That's
they
like a
take the
girl
kids,
code. Like
They take
I'm
the kids
down with
and-
that, but like, what if people take advantage of it? You have to show proof.
yeah, I wouldn't mind showing proof.
Okay.
I also
I
don't
will
mind showing proof.
I will take
I'ma
this
pull-
tampon out and
Here
She's
you go.
gonna swing.
whip it around so you can see what's going on.
Drip, dry, bitch.
drip stain.
I would love that to be a rule.
I feel like for work, I feel like we should at least be able to like show like, okay, she don't have to do as much work. Like she can, whatever she gives us is what she gives. Okay.
I don't even want to work.
I will.
When
put
it's that time of month,
I
no,
still put
leave
forth
me
the
alone.
effort.
I'm
I just
hurting.
make sure I double up on my supplements and vitamins, like my chamomile and my lavender and I make sure. Okay, you know, but that it's also gonna help with my inflammation. It's also gonna help with my serotonin and dopamine levels. It's also gonna help with my cortisol levels. It's gonna make sure I'm not stressed out. Like like I'm taking those things because I want
A
to
lot of
still
women don't do that.
build like.
Like, right, they
But
sure
that's-
don't. And the fact that I
that's
even have to
me.
do all of that to survive
But I'm still doing it on a
as
daily
a
basis.
no, but I'm saying even just the extra stuff you have to
I
do
feel like
as
we
a
shouldn't have to
woman.
pay
Let's
for
just be
tampons and
very, very
and
real.
pads.
Whether it be you're wearing a tampon and a pad, you're
a diaper.
taking extra medicine, you're going to the bathroom extra times, you're doing certain things to help soothe your body, whether it be you're drinking teas, you're trying not to drink
Heating
certain
pad.
things, heating pad, you're doing different things to put medicine on your body to hurt, help areas that hurt
Can't even squat
more.
down and pick up your baby because you're going to literally
Y'all finna make
explode
me
like
set
an
the
open
town on
can.
fire.
Like you got to change your clothes multiple times a day because you didn't got, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like the stuff we have to do as a woman, especially just during that time.
Yeah.
It's like, I need time off.
Yeah.
This is way extra life that I don't need to
Either
be
you
doing
with
for
me
real,
or
for
exi-
real.
or against me
Yeah.
at this point.
Like that. So that's definitely a rule I would love to.
I
to
like that rule.
to make.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye.
We are here for.
I feel like another rule would be I wish I could just go to any woman and say how I felt about certain things. Like women should be able to talk to each other freely because I feel like we're so different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We women have to deal with hormones and emotions and things that men don't have to deal with. They're very structured human beings, and that's how God created them.
Very testosterone driven.
Yes, and most of them don't deal with like emotions and stuff like that. They're very much the same. They want
The
respect.
fluctuations
they
of a
want to deal with the money.
woman's
They
life.
want to provide. That is their thing. Women are like all over the place. They want to provide, or some of them want to be moms, or some of them want to do this, some of them want to do that, some of them want to do both, some whatever. And there's just so many judgmental women that I'm like, I wish I could just say something to you and you know what I'm talking about, and I know
Or
you know what I'm
acknowledge my
talking about,
feelings.
but you're like so judgmental in your head that you like don't want to talk to me about it because you're so insecure or whatever. Yeah, I just feel like you should be able to go to a woman and say like, this and this happened, or you're having problems with this or whatever, and you could talk to any woman freely. If I could make that a code, I would make that a code. I feel like some women are afraid to even go to certain women and be like, do you have a tampon? Like, because they're insecure about it. Or like, hey, I'm having problems getting pregnant. Can I talk to you about this? Some women are like, oh my God, don't fucking talk to me about that.
Really?
I've
So
tried
like
getting pregnant like 25 times, and I can't speak about that because it makes me insecure and blah, 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 blah.
So you would want like a no judgment zone.
Yeah, like every woman should be
Or
able
like
to
a
talk
place
about
that you can go to where
everything.
there's a place that you can go to where there's a
Or have
Yeah.
people like that. I wish
Yeah.
everybody had people like that in their life, like
I mean,
to just
I
talk
agree.
about anything.
I agree
The
too.
fact
But
that
just like when
people
it comes
don't,
to
it makes me
women
like, oh my
problems,
gosh,
like
'cause I-
specifically women.
I find a stranger down the street and be like, girl, yeah. So, but I'm a people connector. Like I connect with people. I'm a good people reader. Also, I'm good at reading people, engaging, and I think a lot of it comes from working in retail, but also just being an empath.
You can tell, I think some people, like you see them in the store. Like I remember one time I was in Target and I was in the aisle where all the pads were, and I had my daughter with me. And I remember I'm standing there because I needed to get pads, but I also was like, I'm also kind of running low on tampons. And I remember I had
I
like
hate that.
both in my hand.
And you don't know which one to get, baby.
So
You
I
only got a
wasn't-
certain amount of money.
I wasn't trying to, I was like trying to figure out like, do I want this one? Did this one work the best last time? Do I need to switch to a different brand? And my daughter's looking at me like, Mom, just get them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's
work
not
that
that
way.
easy.
Hey,
And it was funny because as I was like at somewhat explaining it to her, because she was not old enough for me to be like, go deep dive into explaining it. But there was another lady in the aisle and she was like, girl, I understand. I got to get both too. So it was like a good like interaction moment
Yeah.
with another woman who totally understood
See,
what I was
wish more
saying.
women were like that. Sometimes you
To
just
feel
feel as a
vulnerable
woman
and
that you're the only
understood.
person going through that thing. And that's not true. Every other woman is going through the same thing, but nobody talks about it.
yeah.
And it's so frustrating.
Because it always feels good to know that you're not the only person going
Yeah.
through
You're not
something.
Nobody wants
So
to feel
whether it
alone.
be, something even that's specifically for a woman or something that just in life in general happens to you, to know, okay, I'm not the only person that this happened to,
Yeah.
makes you feel like, okay,
You feel seen.
I can get
Yeah.
through this.
Everybody wants to
I
feel
could
seen.
go
Yeah.
another step or figure out how to navigate through this.
Yeah.
So
In some
yeah,
way, shape,
I
or
would love a
form.
no judgment
Yeah.
zone
start an
or
organization.
people
Right.
or
If you or someone you know has-
struggles with. Okay, because that's always the song. That's always the song when it come on.
when you're on your period, if you ever feel like this way,
Okay,
you need to be.
come
in the arms of
on.
an angel.
When you want to slap a
Call
hoe.
1-800 drip dry.
And we got
Okay.
you, baby.
1-800 drip dry.
Honey, I'm not gonna lie though. I be wanting to slap people when it's that time of the month. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be around nobody. I don't want to.
Gail,
Leave me alone because I'm liable to slap you.
1-800 slap that hoe.
Lord help.
So, what is a girl code that you guys don't agree with then?
A girl code that I do not agree with.
I guess maybe let's start with the girl codes that Like just the basic girl codes that people should go off of. Let's start there.
Basic girl codes. I feel like the one you said earlier, like if a girl asks you, like, am I bleeding?
Oh, yeah,
And then you
check
like,
me.
okay, let me check.
Yeah. For
I
sure.
know we definitely go by this whenever we do go out. It's not like we go out often, but if we do go out for like a girl's vacation or we're going out for a birthday or something, nobody ever goes to the bathroom by themselves.
Correct. At
Heads
least
up.
one of us will go with them.
Always.
Yeah.
I think also whenever we do go out, if anybody has to leave, we either all leave together
Yeah.
or at least two people are leaving like
Yeah.
the facility together. Nobody's ever gonna leave by
Except
themselves,
for me.
even if it's in a Uber or something like that. Like,
Except for me.
No, we're going to find you.
when did you ever leave by yourself somewhere?
I didn't leave by myself.
Okay,
Courtney,
then.
Courtney and I rode together.
There you go.
in
We
a
would
car with a
never.
guy where we pay him to drive us home.
We
And he
would
did. And we
never
got
let
there safely.
somebody.
But anytime we're out in public, I'm forever wandering off by myself. That's the best fun.
No.
You find strangers.
What when you
talk
say
to them.
wander, that sounds like you went miles by yourself.
No, I walk around the entire establishment by myself.
We gonna find you
I have
in
a
that
good, I come back.
establishment.
You be like, where you go? Y'all be like, where you been?
We gonna find
Honestly,
you.
at that point, I'm too drunk to be like, I'm
I
keeping
took a
up
gander.
with
I took
bitches. But
a gander around the room. I went outside for a little while.
yeah, I
I
feel
talked
like
to the security guards. I came
I
back.
feel like
I came back.
that's more of a code for us. Like,
Yeah. Now
and
we
we've never
will
spoken on
we will
that. It was
stick
just if somebody's
together.
like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom," immediately somebody says, "I'm gonna go with you," or they just get up and go.
Yeah. Do you know what? Go ahead.
I was gonna, I, it may not even be a girl code. It may just be a best friend thing with us. I think whenever it's somebody's birthday and we go out to lunch or something, I feel like we always pay for each other's lunch
yeah.
or food or something.
yeah.
But I don't know.
There's different
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if that's a girl code, but I feel like that's a best friend code with us.
I feel like it could be like a girl best friend code, but also
If
like
your
you
friend
know,
ain't got it, then you got it. Then pay for her.
that's also a
Yeah,
girl
yeah.
code,
There you
though.
go.
Like,
Okay.
You know when a girl doesn't have it and when she could have it,
Mhm.
and that's when you like take the opportunity to be like, I got you
Right.
this time, or you know what, she got.
Baby,
it this
don't worry
time.
about
We're
it.
Good.
That might even be like I could dare to say like that's just like a best friend code
It could
for
be.
sure.
Yeah, it
Like
could
if I'm saying let's go to McDonald's, I didn't ask you if you had money. I didn't ask you to order off the dollar menu. I asked you, do you want to go to McDonald's? Are you hungry? Do you want something?
Yeah.
I'm not. See,
She used to. I want to say she used to do that all the time.
The negative.
All the
part of
time.
you want to be like, well, I don't really have any money, so no, I'm not gonna.
funny.
She at the beginning of our friendship, she used to say that all the time, and I'm like, I didn't ask you that.
I didn't ask you.
I
that.
asked you, are
What
you
do you
hungry?
want?
Do you
What
want
do you
food?
want?
Right.
And then it would just be like the next time
Yeah.
you get it, or the next
But
time.
before
you know?
then, I didn't have friends that did that. Like we all didn't have it. So shit, what the fuck we gonna do? Okay, scrap this up. We get a half a box of rice. Shit, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
box of rice costs $5.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe $4.75. We
Yeah.
didn't. Have, okay, what you got? Okay, put what you got on here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I never had friends that had any. Like we didn't.
Had it to
All our mamas
give.
was struggling. Yeah, like we ain't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that.
So
What were you gonna
when
say?
it was strange for me.
I was gonna say, like, I think a girl code that I've encountered is, say my husband's friend comes into town and he brings a girl with him, and she's being like really shy and quiet, or
Make her feel comfortable.
yeah, I would. My girl code instinct is to make her feel comfortable.
Make her
like if
feel
I
like
can
you
tell
can
You
she's
go and talk with her.
very like quiet and she's shy, then I'm going to try to keep instigating the conversation to make sure she doesn't feel like she has
Left
to talk.
out. Mm-hmm.
That's
Or like, yeah, I will include her into the conversation so she doesn't feel left out, so she doesn't feel like she's just the other girl at the party,
Yeah.
Some girl codes while married, because I feel like there's one that I can think of off the top of my head that really goes along with marriage, that my mom actually brought to my attention, that I was like, wow, I never really thought about that, because when you're a single woman or you're, you you're dating and all your friends are just dating, like you guys are just dating, it's different. So one thing that she brought to my attention is when you are married, you don't necessarily speak to your friend's significant other without your friend knowing. So like you would never text, like I would never text Demonte without you knowing, unless in my opinion, like unless it was to surprise you with something. That is the only time, in my opinion, that it would be okay for me to speak to Demonte without you knowing. I would. That's why I always like in the group chats I would include you in it.
On
like,
his birthday, when
on
you
his
text
birthday,
him.
I said happy birthday, Monte.
Oh, I
would
didn't.
never
I just texted
message
him
Yeah,
and said
like,
happy
but I know-
birthday.
And with us, I think it would be fine.
Yeah, I
but
think
when
that's
you
part of knowing
really
your
think about it,
friends.
it's like
because you have a text thread, you have a trail
personal.
of what
It can
was
lead to
said.
other things.
Correct.
It's open to interpretation. I would say I'm more along the lines of that concept of I would never be in the car with Demonte by myself. I'd never
Correct.
be in the car with Elijah
and that's
by myself.
how I feel too. Like I
Even
would
with
never
our
be with your
friendship,
significant
because
other
it
by
leaves room for
ourselves.
it leaves an open interpretation for anybody, not you. I know you would know that I wouldn't do that because of the
Right.
relationship that we have.
Correct.
But it leaves an open interpretation for anybody else. Not that anybody else's opinion matters, but I would never want to put you in a position to even hear
But also-
information from somebody else. So I saw Demonte
I don't
in a
give a
car
fuck.
with.
See,
I know
that-
you don't, but
Yeah, you
it doesn't
don't.
make sense for you to even have to go through
Because
that.
it's like, oh, if that's my brother, that's my brother, or if that's my, that's not.
But also,
I would just never be in
wouldn't-
a car with him by myself. If anything, we would drive two separate cars to the same place. If
Really?
let's say I was
Yes.
meeting
I wouldn't
him to
if
go
I-
get a ring
say
for
it
you,
was a-
we would
yeah.
drive separate cars. I
Yes.
would not ride in the car with
Correct.
him.
Or like if y'all going somewhere, or if it's something like when we were in Ohio, like if
I would have never gotten in the car with any of those guys by myself.
like if you and we were all staying in the
Nope.
same house, like no, really.
And
I
I would have
know
never
that
said if
other
we were
person.
if we were in the Airbnb and for some reason everybody else was wanting to leave or go somewhere and like I was like no, I want to stay back, and then Demonte was like no, I want to stay back. Okay, no, then somebody else has to stay here.
Or I would call you and be
I don't
like,
wanna
hey,
leave
by the
it
way,
the
it'll
room.
just be me and Monte.
But I
Are
would
you okay
know.
with me
I would-
driving back with Monte?
I would know that. I would say get in the car. I'm not that person. I'm not.
No,
and
I
don't
know
think
you're
any of us
not,
are that
and I don't
person.
think
It's
you're that
just out
person.
of respect.
But I
It's
think it.
just
I think it
respect.
comes from a world of people who are, they're negative. They're condescending. They are vultures. They want to see people ruin. It's miserable people and hurt people hurting people.
But
I don't
also,
feel like I surround myself with
do you know
people
what? To
that are
be
like that.
No.
So
to be
we're not
completely
like that.
frank with you, when I am really mad at Elijah, I mean, I'm mad at him. I don't want anything to do with him. I'm really upset with him. In deep down, sometimes I'm like, I just wish a man wouldn't speak to me that way. I wish a man would treat me better this time in regards to whatever. If Monte so happened to say one word to me that was something I needed in the moment, I couldn't say that in the back of my mind, be like, that's nice. Finally, a guy
it's
that gets
nice.
it.
It's nice.
But yes, it's nice, and that's all I would keep it as.
I know.
But other people
Can let that
may
start to
let
linger.
that-
But that's a part of the
Fester.
episodes that we had about friendships and knowing your friends.
Oh,
Right.
Knowing the people that
absolutely.
you surround yourself with.
Absolutely. But, how do
But
you
I'm not.
know?
I'm not gonna lie though. Sometimes being in a certain situation can change your subconscious. So not my flesh, just my subconscious. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I would never do
I don't
that.
agree. I believe the spirit of discernment is my best friend. If I feel like it's a one-time thing and y'all going to, okay, great. But if it's a recurring thing and I notice y'all always ducking off together, no, that's a problem.
A
Like,
lot of
that's-
people
That's a
have
red
that
flag.
spirit of discernment.
Okay, that's a last episode. Red flags.
Red flag. But yeah, no, I don't even. I don't even want to leave
I can.
room for
Something ain't
interpretation.
right here.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the only time I can think of that I've even ever texted either one of you guys is men was, I think, for his birthday. I
was gonna
texted
ask him,
him.
but I didn't. I'm like, she ain't feeling her best. I ain't
And,
gonna ask if she texts.
Um,
But I knew you
I
probably did
think
text him for his birthday.
the only time that I even ever did that with Elijah is when we were planning your surprise engagement.
Surprise engagement.
Yeah.
And other than that, it was not.
Yeah.
It was never a separate thing. And I think even then, I think we actually had a group
It
chat,
was us.
Yeah.
us and Elijah, and we were
Yeah.
talking about it. So I'm like, other than that,
Yeah.
if you're not surprising somebody with something, and even then, I think afterwards, I remember saying something to you like, yeah, he texted me. Like, I told you,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we had planned this.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
For
So,
sure.
yeah.
For sure.
That's definitely a girl code.
Yeah. I
I
think
feel like
so.
that just goes to like trails. I don't care about that shit. Like whatever is done in the dark is going to come to the light.
Well,
It
yeah.
Mhm.
it always does. So why am I going
We're just talking about like what you would do. What
Is
you
that
would
important in
do.
your friendship though, at all? Is
I
there a
wouldn't-
girl code that you have for us that would be like, okay, if you did this,
Don't
I'm
fraternize
looking
with
at
the
you.
enemy. That's it.
fraternize with the enemy.
If you see that bitch, tee that bitch up.
So it's basically a girl code is if I don't like that girl, we don't like that girl. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Look at her face.
When I tell you we don't like somebody, we don't like somebody, Maya.
for you.
For you,
Bitch.
look, what's that?
The girl that my ex cheated on me with,
don't
we
like
don't
you.
like
We
her.
don't like that
Exactly.
bitch.
We don't like that
Look
bitch.
for
You.
I don't care.
To
Like if you was cool with somebody and then I fell out with them and I wasn't cool with them, if you was still cool with them, that's fine. Just don't have us in the same room. I ain't got no problem with it. Okay, that's cool. That's still your friend. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna make you pick sides. I'm not a pick sides bitch. But don't have that
I'm
bitch in my
also not a
presence
pick
and don't
sides
let that
bitch,
bitch talk about me
but
behind my back.
It will
That's
eventually come
the
out.
thing that I be
you will
thinking
have to
about
pick-
sometimes.
Don't let that bitch talk about me behind my
If
back.
you're friends with that person, so now say the instance of like we're not friends with whoever this other person is. It's just I'm friends with you. You were friends with somebody else. Now you don't like that person, so I should not like that person is a girl code.
No, I don't think that's
Not that you
childish.
shouldn't like them, but you shouldn't
'Cause
go out of your
people-
way to hang out with
People
them.
fall,
In my opinion,
people fall out. Not everybody
Mhm.
is gonna like each other. Not everybody's gonna get
that's
along.
fine. But
knowing, I would never let another motherfucker talk shit about my never.
That's girl
it's
code.
not happening.
That's
a girl
code.
code. Bitch, we gonna
Yes.
check the shit here. If we still gonna be cool,
Cause
we
I
not
seen
gonna
that.
talk about her.
I seen that on TikTok. Some girl was talking about how she was upset because I guess one of her friends was in a room with other girls and one of the girls in that group, so maybe she wasn't even friends with everybody in the room, but somebody in that room was talking about her friend who was not there. But she didn't say anything, and so the girl who was not there got mad at her friend, and she was
Why
like,
did
"But
you
I didn't
say-
say anything," and it's like, "But you also didn't defend me
Yeah.
either." So I feel like girl code is if my name is mentioned in a room in a negative way and you don't defend me, we have a problem.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's a girl code for me.
Knowing
Yeah,
your
I
friends and
agree.
knowing when your friends, friends have everybody is different. Nobody is the same. So knowing you have issues and knowing but if we flat out, if you know, I'm not talking to that bitch and I'm not talking to her again, don't
Bring her around.
Don't come over here talking shit about my friend and don't I'm not gonna bring her around you because I don't want to be in a negative space. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want anything that involves the negativity at all.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of girl codes are things that are unspoken,
Bitches are so catty.
but are in the
though.
back of your
They're so
mind. You're
catty.
like,
They
okay,
live
yeah,
for
we
it.
would just
Like the
never
drama.
do that.
Bitches is not
Unless
Real
the situation
Housewives.
happened and then you're like, okay, this is something like we should not
If we
do.
friends and we trying to figure out how to
further
fix
on.
this motherfucker, let's fix her. Shit. Like
Fix
me.
her.
Y'all trying to figure out how to fuck fix me being on time. Then fix me. Shit.
You know, the only thing we could do is tell you 3 hours in advance of when something needs to be done. That's the only way to fix it. And we've come to terms with that.
If they talk shit about me behind my back about how I'm not on time, I can't be mad. Because, bitch, your ass wasn't on my
that's why I feel like it will come down to where you will have to pick somebody. Like
To
whether
pick a
you like
side.
it or not, you will have to pick somebody. There
You think
was a
so?
point where I
don't think so.
was presented with the opportunity to have both friends that were not friends together at all. And even though I told both of them I'm not choosing, I'm not doing this,
You chose.
I'm not going back
You
and
feel
forth.
like you feel like, or
It's-
at least you feel like you chose.
I feel like I chose.
Having a conversation could save,
A friendship.
honestly, any relationship.
It made or break
It-
one of mine, and I cried for days, but I got over that shit
I
real
think we
fast.
texted
It's-
each other about it, but it was never enough to like. It was kind of like it is what it is. You're gone. You're
You
not
know
coming
me.
back.
Yeah,
I call
it's
a
like it's
motherfucker
the
real quick.
conversation.
I
If
don't, hey,
a
hello?
conversation can save an entire
doing?
friendship, a relationship, because it's all in, like, you can see how sincere the person is. You can
Yeah.
see, did you really understand why that hurt my feelings? Can you really understand, why I don't want to keep going in this direction? Can we come back from this? Do you even want to come
But
back
it's
from
like,
this?
Was it worth it?
Sometimes, and
It wasn't worth it to me.
that, there you go
Hey,
then.
wasn't worth it to me.
Knowing when to hold on.
If
know
it ain't
when
worth
to
it,
fold.
then
It
just be
wasn't-
like, to
no,
hell with
it
it,
wasn't.
basically.
It was like, are you actually going
This
to
girl
care
will
about
sing
me
a
as
whole
hit or
song.
fan?
Show
No,
money
it's not worth
when you
it.
sitting at the table.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, when somebody is friends with somebody else, and then you come in a group, and then it be like, okay, well, that friend, I guess, should start to kind of be my friend, because if I'm going to hang out with this
I
person,
feel so bad.
like, whenever you friends with somebody, this one person, then somebody come into the group,
I feel
and then
it
you be
never works
like,
for me. That never works.
it
for me.
has happened here at this very table.
No. I
Maya.
never brought friends in the friend group, and y'all was like, okay, yeah, she's cool. No.
That was me.
Girl code, though, you know what friends you got that's outside
That
of
will
your
mix.
Yeah,
friend
you can't.
that
would
mix and don't mix.
Like my
That you
cousin,
like,
never brought her around. She's savage life.
these people not gonna mix together.
Yeah.
Like, the only time you would bring them around is if you're getting married,
Like,
and
I
you're
honestly
like,
thought, like,
I don't
Courtney
have
would be a
another
good
option.
Addition to
Yeah.
our group, like, cause she's just like the.
That's how
she
I
is
feel.
You. Oh my God, she is you. And then she is me. She is. Come on, bitch. You late. Come on, bitch. Get on time.
that means
Come on.
she's wonderful.
She's like, okay, write it down. Okay, did you write it down? Well, where's the calendar?
She's
She's a May Taurus.
spectacular.
Yeah.
She's a May Taurus. Oh my God.
She's
But then she's awesome. Like, she's the
spectacular.
both of us. Like,
Yeah.
she wants to have a good time. She wants to get drunk. She wants to eat everything. She wants to have, like, I feel like she meshed. And then she's like, yeah, I just don't feel like. But nobody ever was like, yeah, bring her back around. It's like, maybe I brought her.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm never like that, because I'm always cool with the friends I got.
Yeah.
If I only had like
never like
one
what?
friend, I'm never like, ooh, bring so and so around. I'm never like that, because I'm cool with the friends that I got. Like, bitch, I'm not out here scouting for friends. I'm not.
Oh, bring so.
Ooh, please bring them around. Call them, girl. Tell them to come over. That's not me.
But you're saying it would have to be a girl come moment that turns into a friendship, not your friend bringing somebody else in.
Not necessarily.
fucking with-
I love my friends that I have at this table, and the few, when I say few, I mean it's like literally 3 other people that I can think of that are not at this table that I have friendships with, that are literally from me being a child, that I like the friends I have. So if you're in addition to, that's great, but I'm not scouting for you. I'm not looking.
Yeah.
I'm cool with what I got. If we end up, the only way I could consider saying like, oh, I would start to do that is if we were already in the mix, we had a function or something, I continued to got to know that person because you guys brought them around, then I would be like, okay, she's growing on me. That's somebody that's, really cool. I'm starting to build a relationship with that separate person outside of everything else that they're doing.
Yeah.
Then, and even then, it wouldn't be, will you invite them? I would get their number and I'm going to call them myself. But I'm never like can you tell so-and-so to come around? Because I want to,
Yeah.
that ain't my thing. I don't vibe like that. It's just not my thing.
All right,
But I got 6 people to carry my casket, though.
That's right. Me
got 6 people.
I got them. They ready.
I got them.
So they can't go before me.
I won't be in a casket, but okay.
We're just gonna burn you.
I'll
Yeah,
carry it.
You can burn me too.
Carry my ashes to the ocean and set them free.
Why the ocean? I'm scared of the ocean. Do not put me in the
I'm a
motherfucking ocean.
silent.
Do you understand me?
I'm a
Look at me.
mermaid.
Look
I'm
at me.
putting you.
Don't put me in the ocean.
I'm putting you inside a crab.
Don't do that either.
Cause you love seafood.
Don't boil me. Don't boil me either. That's scared. Don't boil me. Don't boil me.
She don't
Put-
like
put me-
seafood at all.
Just pat me in a garden somewhere. Just pat, pat, pat.
her in the
Pat
garden.
me. Let me rest in
Honestly,
peace in a
I'm gonna be
little
completely honest.
Boop, boop, boop.
I don't want this to happen, of course.
With this body after I'm dead.
If you did want to be cremated, I would probably honestly put your ashes in a necklace for all the
Aw,
girls.
See, I would like that. Wear me around your neck.
around your
Yeah, I would put it in something like that where we could all have a
Wear me around like
piece.
a little baby. Wear me
Yeah,
around.
I would do that for sure. But I think our girl code that we have together is all of it is unspoken.
Yeah.
It just happens
For sure.
Okay.
for us at this table.
Yeah.
What's understood,
I don't know
ain't
about
gotta be
y'all.
explained.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
and I think whenever it's tested that it doesn't happen,
We
a
have
conversation is had.
Yeah.
We're always open for conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody out there, you guys have friends that you can talk to. Because if you don't,
I'm sorry.
you need to find one.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to talk, have a
Lisa.
conversation, connect with them, and hash anything out. And because, girl, I feel like girl code is like something powerful that, like, it's nice to have something that's unspoken, but it just happens.
Yeah.
Because when it does happen, you're like, that's magical. You're like, did you see that? Go ride for me. Did you see how we rolled together? We did that. So I love that. But
Yes.
I feel like this episode went really well. But if you have a girl code that you want us to answer, or if you have a girl code that you think is just, this should be a rule,
Yes.
let us
What
know
is
in the
it?
comments.
Yeah.
Please. I would love to know.
Yes.
But that is the wrap up of our episode. I hope you guys loved it. Please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification so you are notified every time we upload a brand new video, which is every Monday, bright and early at 8 a.m. And we will see you
Central Time.
guys.
8 a.m. Central Time.
Central Time. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram and our TikToks. We post funny behind the scene episodes that don't usually always get posted here, so you will want to follow us on that. Don't forget to tell a friend about us.
Please. Please.
Tell a friend to
Tell a friend.
It's girl code. Okay.
Tell a
Tell your
friend.
friend.
Don't
Tell a
gatekeep
friend.
the
Don't
Drip Dry
gatekeep.
podcast.
Don't gatekeep.
Tell your friend.
Yes.
So
Nice.
don't forget to go back and watch some of our previous episodes. If you are new to Drip Dry, go back to our very first episode and you will figure out why we are even called the Drip Dry podcast.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys on our next episode. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.